how many women in the UK do you think make up the percentage of workers in construction? It's disastrously low. It was a complete accident, which is why it's now my mission, because I didn't realise how capable I was. And I'm trying to train more women, but nobody's really that supportive. We're just as capable. There's 50% of the population here that you're not bringing in for
it's interesting
these skills.
A lot of the DIY channels like I follow on YouTube and Instagram are women DIYers.
Yeah, they're probably all my friends. You're just more capable than you think. So just do it, don't doubt, just do it, take the risk and go for it. No big risks, no big rewards, basically. I'm Becky Russell. My business is called DIY Her Way. And it's been a passion project of mine for about 5 years. Started out influencing, so bought my own house with my husband. He helped a little bit. And didn't have any budget to renovate it. So I did it myself. My husband works in computing. He's a software engineer and a programmer. So he'd never done DIY before, whereas my dad and brother are electricians. So it kind of made sense for me to step into that role instead. So I started off DIYing and then went into e-commerce to help other women DIY. So I bought out really easy products like wall paneling that you can cut with scissors and attach to the wall with glue, just to make that barrier to entry a little bit less for them so that they would start. And that was really successful, the paneling company, and now we're moving into online training. So we're hoping to get more women into construction.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Amazing. Yeah, my wife would love this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we got our place renovated last year, 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
There always seems to be a project.
There always is,
like,
right?
Oh, this week we're going to do this one.
Yeah.
Can we just finish the room first?
I know. Well, this is my problem.
Yeah.
My husband calls me 90% done because I'll get to 90% and then I will just move on to the next project before I finish off those little snag lists,
So was this always what you wanted to do, or was it kind of an accident?
No, absolutely not. It was a complete accident, which is why it's now my mission, because I didn't realise how capable I was of DIYing. And particularly, I really enjoy carpentry now. So I built a whole outdoor kitchen, made it out from a wood frame and stuff. And I had no idea that I could do that. And just want to be able to share and help other people really realise their potential, because there's so much creativity that goes in it. So I was really good at art at school. And then you become an adult and you have to get a proper job and you just kind of lose that. And I had no idea that there was so much creativity in DIY, but everything, project planning, the way I built a walk-in wardrobe, had to design that myself. So it's a way for me to be creative. It's awesome.
Yeah. Why is it important that people do more DIY?
There's so many studies actually about how good it is to work with your hands. So I think just mentally, just getting out there, doing things, making things is so rewarding. But also, it's just because we're capable humans, we can do these things. And if you're willing and able and you have good health, why not? There's so many people that can't. I have a section on my channel about trying to help people with disabilities, also try and DIY. But through that, there's so many people that are restricted. And if we're capable people, why, I'm not taking work away from tradesmen, but why hire tradesmen for jobs that you can do, Just learn to do them. It's rewarding.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
because I've done a lot in that. Like I said, we've had the place renovated, but there was a lot of stuff that I did afterwards.
Yeah.
Like just basically like paneling on walls and stuff. But I learned I'm not a DIY at all, but I'd never done any DIY before. And so over the last year, 2 years, I've learned to do a little bit. So now my tool collection is growing.
I love it.
And it's really fun because I'm away and I've got my daughter involved as well.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Made, I wanted to make garden furniture and I know I have to plan it and whatever. But I thought, let me try it first. Let me just make a little stall.
Yeah.
So I made a little stall, and I said, let me get her involved. So she helped sand it down. She's only 2.5. Helped sand it down. She painted it with me, and we did like a mini podcast out of it as well. And
oh, that's so cute.
it was really nice of me and her to bond like that.
It really is, because little girls, they get a lot of their self-esteem from their dad. So the fact that you're telling her that she can do it, that's something that she's going to take with her as well. So I love that you've just said that. Thank you.
It's really fun. It's a lot of fun.
I bet.
What are some of the challenges you're facing in the business at the moment?
Do you know what? Because I am changing direction and I'm going into online training and I'm trying to train more women, I'm getting a bit of pushback from my family, actually, which sounds a bit strange, but nobody's really that supportive, especially because my dad's been in the industry for over 50 years. He runs his own electrical contracting business, and it's hard, he's an electrician. Rewiring houses is difficult, but I just wasn't expecting so much pushback. And I'm kind of like, you'll be shocked at this number. Actually, I'll ask you a question. How many women in the UK do you think make up the percentage of workers in construction? How many of the construction workers in the UK are women? What percent would you say that it is?
0.5%.
Yeah, it's 2%. So it's really, really low. Yeah. It's disastrously low. Yeah. And so there's more. Why aren't there more women in there? And I'm just getting a bit more pushback from my family than I thought I would on the support, because I'm like, we're just as capable. There's 50% of the population here that you're not bringing in for these skills.
A lot of the DIY channels like I follow on YouTube and Instagram are women DIYers.
Yeah, they're probably all my friends. Yeah. Because I've been doing it for 5 years. They're all my friends now. Yeah. They're like, I call them my work colleagues. Yeah. So we all meet up at events like, different showcases for Christmas, spring, summer, Dunelm, all those kind of things. We all meet up and we're all like invested and we all love each other's houses. And it is women, because we're so proud of what we've done. And we're good teachers as well. So that's why a lot of them are,
That makes a big difference.
Yeah, and we're patient and we read instructions. Right?
There's a little dig there. I love it. That has to make the cut.
Just a little one.
No, I love it. So what is, obviously now you said you're going to the online. Is it possible to teach online like that, or is it?
It is, especially the first one I'm looking to do is electrical. So there is a lot of theory on that. There's about 400 hours per kind of MBQ segment. So 400 hours of kind of theory, and it takes a long time. It takes years. So a lot of it can be done from home to make it more accessible, especially for women. I'm targeting women over 40 and people who are retraining after they've maybe had children and are going back. A friend of mine, actually, she's got an 11-year-old daughter and she's training to be an electrician, actually, which is completely different from what she used to do. She used to work in marketing. So a lot of it can be done from home, around schedules, flexible, and then you do some practical days as well, obviously, to bulk out the rest of it. But a lot of it can be done from home,
Is it just harder for women to get into the construction industry? Is it almost like frowned upon from these big construction companies?
It depends, because a third of the workforce are going to be aging out over the next 10 years. So maybe where they were getting the resistance from at the moment, that's not going to be there soon. They're all aging out. And I work on DIY SOS quite a lot, the TV show, and there's more and more women coming on those builds, and all the people that are there, are tradies around the age of 20 to 50, and they are all so supportive and so love all the women who are on site. And, I learnt to plaster on one of those sites, and I feel like that it's changing, and it is changing now. So there's never been a better time for it to happen. There's not any resistance from young girls. When we speak to, 16 to 25-year-olds, they're more than willing to get in, but their parents are the ones that stop them. So it just needs to be a bit of a narrative change, But change doesn't happen overnight. And, a while ago, there wasn't women in the army. There is now. Change is slow.
So what more needs to be done?
A lot more campaigning.
Okay.
Checker Trade have a really good campaign, actually, to try and get more young people into apprenticeships. So I want to link up with something like that, so that, just to shed a light that women can do it too. A lot of there's been a lot of progress in female empowerment recently, and it's just more of that. It's the main thing is for women to see other women doing it. So the influencing sites are actually really important. So there's quite a few people who are gas engineers, bricklayers. The average age of the bricklayer in the UK is about 55 at the moment, male. So, bricklaying is a great job, and it's a great way to earn a living. And there's one or two kind of influencers that I can think of that are bricklayers, electricians. We need to get these women seen get them on more TV shows, get them in newspapers, kind of highlight them and just change the narrative a bit.
And why do you care so much about this?
I think because it gave me so much when I started using tools. A, because I didn't know I could and I didn't know I was capable, but everybody is. It's not that hard. It's really not. Once you learn to use a tool, you're flying. By the third time you've used it, you're a bit scared the first time, but then you're flying. And it just becomes easier. And so you just use a different tool on a different project and it just gets easier and easier, just like anything. But I didn't know that I was able to do that. And it's given me so much since having my kids. My kids are now 10 and 7. So they're at that age where they don't need me as much anymore. So I've just found so much strength and capability and creativity in it. So I just want to share it, really.
So whilst growing this business, have you ever felt like quite lonely on the journey, or?
Yeah, absolutely, because I am a solo entrepreneur. Very lonely, but I've just tried to find web chats, WhatsApp groups. When I was doing the e-commerce thing, that was Amazon FBA sellers. So there's a lot of Facebook groups that you can join for Amazon FBA and ask questions and be like, oh, Amazon charged me storage this month. Does anybody know why they did that? Blah, blah, blah. All those kinds of silly questions that as a first-time seller, you don't know the answer to. So I just dive in. And especially with construction, I'm just trying to make my network bigger. And since doing that, I've realised that there's a company in London of women who are pairing customers with female tradeswomen. So linking up with them, I'm just making good connections because it is very lonely and you don't have anybody to bounce ideas off and things. And you don't know if what you're doing is right. So that's why social media is quite good, because I can ask my followers, what do you think about this?
Yeah. So 2 questions. What have you learned about yourself on this journey, and what have you learned about other people as well?
I'll answer the other people one because that's relevant to what we were talking about. They won't be as supportive as you think they will. I mean, I've had so much support from my family in certain ways, but in other ways, a lot of the ideas, even the paneling, they questioned, but then that was the right decision. It went viral. Everybody wanted it. All my friends wanted it, and it went viral, and we got really good sales with it. So I just need to trust my instinct a bit more. So that would lead me to the first question that you asked. What have I learned about myself? It would be to trust my instincts more, to trust that, I do have good business savvy, and just because I didn't go to school for it doesn't mean I don't have it. So, yeah.
If you had a time machine, you can go back to any moment in the business. Where would you go back to, and what would you do differently?
With the e-commerce side, I wouldn't put my stock in with Amazon because Amazon lost my stock.
I've heard this happen to quite a few people.
A lot, right? It happened a couple of times to me. So I sent them all my stock and got moved to a few different places, and more than one shipment got lost, and they only refund you at cost price. So I lost a lot of money on that, but I bounced back. That's what you do. You learn it every single time as an entrepreneur. So you just learn and you go on. So yeah, that's the main thing.
Amazing. I'm trying to rephrase the word now, the question, because I said I've got a magic mic. Okay. Someone said, do you know who Magic Mike is? I was like,
I know who Magic Mike is. I've seen that show. Yeah, I've seen the London show too. It's great.
So I've got this Magic Mike. If I give you this Magic Mike, whatever you say into it, the whole of society is going to be able to hear. What is your message to the world?
Just that you don't have to get a 9 to 5, especially if you're neurodiverse. I have ADHD, so being a solo entrepreneur is the perfect job for me because I get to work for myself on my own schedule, and you're just more capable than you think. So just do it. Don't doubt. Just do it. Take the risk and go for it. No big risks, no big rewards, basically.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's amazing. It's lovely.
Oh my God, that was so fun.
Such a cool story.